They're making a pizza perfume? Hey everyone, welcome to Jambalina's World, and no, I am not talking about All Day Pizza Hut. A little backstory, Pizza Hut did actually release a perfume. Back in 2012, it started as a joke from Pizza Hut with a mock photo saying, what if you could always smell that smell of a fresh opened pizza box? And after the onslaught of likes and comments saying, I want one, they ended up responding with a limited release of 100 bottles of this All Day Pizza Hut perfume. Some people speculate that Demeter Fragrances actually made this fragrance for Pizza Hut. I personally don't think that that's true because Demeter has their own pizza fragrance and the reviews are very different on both. The actual Pizza Hut one has reviews that say it smells like a Cinnabon with a hint of like stinky feet or like that yucky animalic type of BO smell that can be added to fragrances. So that one is much, much different than the fragrance reviews you get for pizza from Demeter. This one actually, I think, smells like pizza. Some of the reviews I have seen really are repulsed kind of reviews. And then there are also people that say you can still smell like a powdery hint of a perfumey note amongst the pizza-y, cheesy, yeasty smells that can come from this one. All that to say, pizza fragrances, sure, have been done before, but a company that I've kind of seen circulating on the web, Snif, is doing a pizza fragrance. Personally, I have never bought or received PR from Snif. I just really had to talk to you guys about this fragrance. It's so interesting and different. This is definitely a brand that has an uptick here recently, and they are coming out with a lot of new fragrances that people are talking about. I personally have heard a lot about Vanilla Vice, but this is the one that caught my attention. They are coming out with a limited edition secret menu duo. The first one is Slice Society. This one is the pizza fragrance. Now, unlike the other two pizza fragrances I mentioned, this one actually sounds like something I might be interested in. At first, I was like, ew, why would anybody want a pizza fragrance? But really, when I looked into this fragrance and saw the notes, I was actually very intrigued. Slice Society actually starts out with that top note of black currant. So it starts out with a really juicy, fruity note, and then it goes into that basil, which gives it an herbaceous feeling, and then it comes in with the tomato sauce accord. So that's where it gets a little bit interesting. It comes in with a floral note, iris, and then you get that crust accord. So you might get that bakery scent, that bready note, which I do really like. Have you ever smelled the French baguette candle from Bath & Body Works? Oh my gosh. So I do really like those bready fragrances. I've never heard of it in a perfume, but I feel like this might be really interesting. And then after that crust accord, it comes in at the very bottom with sandalwood. I really like sandalwood, so I feel like this might actually be an interesting one. Along with Slice Society, they're also releasing Soda Snob, which is like a cola scent. Cola, soda, those types of scents are actually kind of trending right now. I have seen a huge uptick in those kinds of scents being released. So a cola scent is not necessarily super original or anything, but again, the notes in this one kind of intrigue me. This one starts out at the top with a fizzy lime note. I personally love lime in anything. It's so yummy and refreshing, and it's just such a lovely fragrance. It comes in with a really unexpected note of cinnamon after that, and then you get that secret cola accord, finalized with jasmine, caramel, and vanilla. To me, those notes sound amazing, and I definitely am interested. Again, I've never purchased from Snif. I have heard a lot of people talk about it. Crumb Couture is another one that I've heard about. I think that was also a limited edition scent. So this brand has definitely made its rounds on the internet, but this is really what piqued my interest to look into the brand. And there is one thing I kind of don't know how to feel about. Apparently, when you buy a fragrance from Snif, they do send you a little 2 ml sample of the fragrance so that you can try it. And if you don't like it, you have to send it back. Now, I don't know the full ins and outs of that. Do they pay for return shipping or do they make you pay for return shipping? I'm not really clear. I do think it's a little bit different. I don't know if it's really a good or bad thing. Has anybody had experience with Snif? I would love to hear about it down in the comments. What do you think about their more niche or odd fragrances? I am definitely really curious about this Slice Society one. I mean, the Fizzy Pop does sound really good with the notes that it has, but I haven't really looked into the notes that a cola fragrance really has to begin with, so I don't know how much it differs from the other cola fragrances out there. Whereas Slice Society really sounds like something new in its category, and it's more of an ode to pizza than literal pizza like Demeter might be. Both of these scents are a limited pre-order. They are $65 a piece or $119 for the duo set. Again, they do come with samples so you can try before you commit to the full bottle, but I don't know how to feel about that. That seems almost weird to me. Why not just let us purchase a sample size? It almost makes me think that they are trying to get people to buy based off of the FOMO, the exclusivity and the weirdness, the novelty of these fragrances. So again, I had to have mixed feelings, but if you've had experience, let me know down below. If you have any thoughts about these fragrances, also, I'd love to hear about it in the comments, but that's it for this one. I hope to see you in the next one, and until next time, friends, thanks so much for hanging with me.